Welcome to the CFG Game Cast, episode number 282, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode every week and release it on all podcast services, so do us a favor and show us some love by liking, following, subscribing, and commenting on our YouTube and on our Twitch page on youtube.com/thecfg or on our Twitch page at, mixed up. Twitch page, twitch.tv/CFG Games, or go to our main website, freaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today, I got my awesome co-host who is actually tried to be a champion yesterday. We got the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. How you doing, champ?
Yeah, like you alluded to, it was, if you didn't know, yesterday was World Esports Day. So there was a tournament at the HyperX Arena. It was like 5 or 6 organizations around Las Vegas that participated, including Las Vegas Inferno. And this was in 2XKO, Marvel Rivals, and Rematch. Unfortunately, we got our asses kicked all up and down the HyperX Arena.
Who was your partner?
So for 2XKO, it was my friend Alpha. Alpha's fantastic, great singer. She's a fantastic streamer as well. And then for Rematch, it was myself, Alpha, King Cryptix, oh my gosh, Dino, and Rad or Smooth. I'm not 100% sure. There's some newer members. No, they're not. I'm not like, there's newer members. And like, I haven't it's like the first time I was meeting some of them, and like, I'm terrible with names. Regardless, though, we had a blast. Everybody had fun. It was a great time. Again, just to be able to go down and celebrate. Had Lizard also with me as well. So nice. She got her fill of Roblox in. Overall, though, it's been solid. Like we said, we've been playing Squadra. We've been getting down. I got some Marvel Rivals in college football 26 as well. So
what season are you in on college football?
Oh man, I'm in the year 2033 now.
Jesus.
So I've won a couple natty. No, I've only won one natty. I've been there like 4 times and lost like 3 of them. It's terrible.
Same schools or different schools?
Different schools. Schools. Yeah, it was a solid dad's weekend. Weekend.
That's a good way of describing it.
We actually stayed up last night. And we watched almost all of the Conjurings. And
oh my God. How many are there?
Yeah. 4, I think. Yeah.
You know what?
We didn't watch, we didn't do like the Nun and Annabelle in between.
The spin-offs.
We just watched the Conjurings.
Okay, so like I've the last Conjuring I watched, I think I only watched the very first one. Yeah, there are way too many Conjurings, but I thought that, don't they go like back in time on some, and then they do. There's one that's like a prologue of because of the old lady.
So like the Nun,
like the order.
I think the Nun is actually the first one in chronological order. Mm-hmm. Then it goes to Annabelle, then it goes to The Conjuring, and then Annabelle, or it's Annabelle Creation, then Annabelle, and then like it bouncing around. There's the Nun and Nun 2. La Llorona is also a part of it as well.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I didn't realize that they even were in the same universe. And then we were watching the second one. I was like, wait a second. I was like, isn't that the Nun or La Llorona, whatever the hell it's called? But it was good. I enjoyed them. They were good. We finished out with Get Out, or not Get Out. Yeah, it was Get Out.
Yeah, Get Out.
I fell asleep though. She did too.
Well, that's a lot of movies, dude. I mean, that's pretty cool that you did.
That's a lot. Yeah, no, we were pushing like 5, almost 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh my God.
When I fell asleep. Yeah. So
I need to watch Jordan Peele's new one. What was called Him, I believe. Yeah, I need to watch that one.
Him?
Yeah, it's a weird one. It came out like 2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's about like a guy who's like an up and coming football star that's about to get drafted, but then he goes and meets his idol, like a good idol. But the guy's crazy. Like the idol's made by like the dude that he idolizes is Marlon Wayans, which is weird to see. But
that is weird.
Yeah. But I've heard that it tanked, but I'm just gonna wait till
I didn't hear anything about this. Yeah,
it's really weird. It's about the Illuminati. Really? That's what Poppy says. but yeah, we'll see. I wanted to see it. Like it's still a Jordan.
I'll check it
movie.
out. The same. Like I'll watch every M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I don't know why you do that to yourself.
I don't know. I can't not. Because I think it's just because like he at least tries, you know what I mean? In my opinion, to create something that's different. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, and again, I'm not saying that like we get it, dude. Like the whole like surprise thing, like that's kind of been played out. But I do like the fact that he's not afraid to take risks and just do something different.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I would kind of disagree with that, but because like,
damn,
dude, have you watched The Happening?
I watched The Happening. I didn't think The Happening was as bad. Wait, was that the one with the trees?
It was Air was the bad guy in that one.
Yeah, no, that was pretty weak. That was pretty weak.
Or Devil, usually the one in the elevators.
I didn't mind Devil, but I think that was actually isn't that a remake of? I
don't know.
I think that's a remake, dude, to be honest.
And we can't,
sure.
And we can't talk, and you can't like exclude Avatar, the Last Airbender that he did. So no.
Was that M. Night Shyamalan? I didn't even watch that.
That's
the only M. Night Shyamalan movie I have not seen.
That is your assignment. You need to go watch. I don't want
to muck up Avatar like that. I don't want to muck up Avatar like that. Netflix, I was okay with the Netflix show. I don't think I need to see
the Netflix was the saving grace, to be honest with you. But no. You need to sit down and watch Avatar: the M. Night Shyamalan. I think it's called The Last Airbender on that one. Yes,
I think that's the only one that I won't watch. Yeah, okay. The live action one.
Yeah, the live action one. Yeah. So the Poppy says that the rating for him was dumpster fire, but I don't know. I'm still going to give it a watch.
I'm still going to watch it. Yeah, I don't even care. Yeah. Yep. Same.
If you want to watch a fun like scary movie, watch The Blackening. That is a fun. It's a good.
I do want to see that.
That's a good movie. That's a good funny movie that goes through all the black tropes in horror films. So no, you need to go watch it. It's on Netflix, so no excuses. But anyways, but But as for me, dude, like I've as always actually been I've been traveling a lot because I'm in the process of trying to find a new position. So I've been kind of going back and forth quite a bit in different kind of places. So see ya. Maybe Vegas, which would be very awesome.
Maybe that'd be dope. Yeah.
yeah. So then check it out. Yeah, but then I've also been playing a lot of Squadra. I'm getting close to S tier. I need to go back to Rivals because I need to finish the end of season so I can finish the season up. I'm not playing. I haven't played Rivals that much around. I still like it. It's just there's just so much other stuff I need to deal with. Yeah. Then I'm also playing another game that's also currently redacted, but we'll see. But definitely wanting to check that out. I can't wait. They just have so much to go for, and it's going to be a fun one to go with. So, but anyways, I know you don't want to talk about more horror movies and Smitty's taste for M. Night Shyamalan's horrible movie films. So let's go through the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic or discussion in the world of video games. The topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry, and we do not want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners and viewers on Twitch and on YouTube, to be a part of the conversations as always. So if there is something that you're wanting to chime in about or wanting to add to whatever we talk about, by all means, just type it inside the chat. We will love to talk with you and go from there. So what do you mean? So Poppy Hendricks says no Raiders. What's Raiders? What do you mean? What does he mean?
Like Las Vegas Raiders is what I'm guessing. Either that or are you talking about Arc Raiders? He might be talking about Arc Raiders.
Okay.
I thought he was talking about Las Vegas Raiders.
Arc Raiders. I was thinking, okay.
I do plan on playing Arc Raiders.
You know,
I do plan on playing.
Here's what I think we would do, and I think this would be a great video for you and I to do it. But if we can, what is it? Is it a squad of 3 or is it a squad of 4?
It's a squad of 3.
If we just have 3, and we just just have it, man. Just play it and see how it is. That's the way I want to do it. Because
I'd be down.
I don't want to I like streaming. I do like streaming. I like streaming for this. The podcast is great. Like interactively and stuff. And then there's certain things that I would love to stream and just for the thing. But I want to try video content out. And I think playing playing with folks and stuff like that. Like I think it would be a fun thing to do Lego Party and stuff like that if we ever had a chance to do it to mess around. Or Mario. We still need to do Mario Party, which is funny.
I know.
So yeah, it'll be a fun one. I've been playing solos and it's good and fun. Okay, well yeah, I might install it. I don't have anything on those games, but as you know, if you don't know about me, I don't usually play those kind of games. So that's why I usually don't play it. But I thought that Arc Raiders kind of like would you say it's close to like how Destiny is as game as a service, or is this completely different?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I think it is. It's an extraction shooter. I imagine they've got plans to treat it like a lot. I don't know if they do that like live service or like it's like a Tarkov thing where like they have seasons. And then like a season wipe. That's one thing I don't like about those games, that they wipe. It's like, what the hell? What's the point of getting all the cool shit if you're just gonna lose it all?
So I don't get it. So is this a PvPvE?
It is, yes.
It is? Okay. So that's what that's why I need to check it out. I haven't really messed around with it. I've just heard that that's what most people were hoping for. This is basically the direct competition what Marathon has to fight against to kind of justify the prices and stuff that you have to go with. It's an extraction shooter, but they have skill trees and that they're going to have trials in the full game. Oh, okay. So that sounds like a pretty full experience. That sounds awesome. Okay. I might try it. Like I said, I'll give a game a shot. I mean, hence you already know. Like, remember Overwatch 2? I gave that game a shot. I said one time.
You did give it the good old college try. Let me ask, Poppy, are you planning on getting it? Because this is not a free to play game either. This is a $40 game.
Oh, yes. It is? Arc Raiders is? I thought it was a free game.
Arc Raiders is a $40 games.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2, that game should have been shot. Oh. Right,
that's messed up. But anyways, okay. But anyways, let's get into it. I wanted to talk. You know, it's funny. So, like Smitty was saying prior to the beginning of the episode, it was actually a fairly chill week for the most part. Then all of a sudden, the good old popping head of TwitchCon comes in. And the one thing that TwitchCon will never disappoint is some crazy ass drama or something that happened that shows that Twitch is incompetent on covering an event. And this one I think is, I mean, it's weird because like you can't really give the worst of the worst at this point, but it's up there. I think this one makes it because it actually shows how incompetent Twitch is currently when it comes to their creators and then what they really care about. And if you haven't seen what's going on, one of the biggest things that's going on with TwitchCon is the fact that there was a creeper that skipped the line and essentially assaulted. She just straight up assaulted a big streamer Emaru at TwitchCon. Emaru was doing a meet and greet with the fans and stuff, and she was then there was a fan that was about to be like next in line. Then some guy comes in and then like hugs all over her. Looks like he's about to kiss her too, which is really crazy. And then luckily it didn't go any further from there when a bodyguard came and stopped it. And what's crazy is that it was on video. And let me see if I can get the video out. Okay, hold on. Pulled the video out. It's really disgusting. It's like only 10 seconds, but here it is. Here we go. So yeah, so basically, yeah, so he's talking to the fan, all of a sudden person comes in, hugs, about to kiss, and then dude, push out. And I'm like, what is going on, dude? Like, what is this? The balls of this guy for one and stuff like that. Now, this is just the beginning of the story from this. The problem is, if you see here, there is no security whatsoever, like at all for this. And the person that stopped this guy from going any further was her own private security. The guy on the right that didn't do anything, no, I have no issues with that. That dude's just a fan who doesn't know what's going on. The girl that was there, that was her handler that came in. So what ended up happening after all of that came in, it was just it's a mess, and it was a giant drop in the ball from Twitch's side, and it just was even worse on what they tried to do. So Twitch just makes I feel like Twitch insults people's intelligence, like the people that are watching it, because they think that they can spin that they spin these kind of stories out, and and then folks are just going to accept it. Luckily, and thank God, luckily that there was video of this to show that this actually happened. We would only have the purpose of, we would only have a person specifically their word over this bullshit. And let me see if I can find Twitch's statement about it, because this is what's insulting, and this is why I'm saying why I say this, because
and I have not heard this yet. I was waiting until podcast to hear this statement.
But what are your thoughts about this immediately, Smitty, while I look this up?
Not surprising. Every year, I swear it feels like every year there's some sort of shenanigan, or privacy and security, I feel like, is an ongoing issue with this convention. Mm-hmm. And, you made a good point earlier off stream about how things like San Diego Comic-Con, huge convention, way bigger than TwitchCon. You don't hear about things like this happening. The difference, I feel like, is that you have all these internet personalities, some of them huge, congregating into one city, into one place. You've got to have extra protection. It's like think of it being like a celebration or a convention for celebrities that they all go to. You know what I mean? You're not going to just have basic ass, thing and like normal, I shouldn't say normal, but like, the public also has access to these tickets and that they're going to be in there. Like, you're going to have to be extra secured up to even think about doing something like that. They wouldn't do that. They don't treat it the same way when it comes to these Twitch streamers. And I want to say specifically female Twitch streamers, mm-hmm. especially, they don't even have to be big. It happens to smaller female Twitch streamers as well. And again, it's not just exclusive to women, but we know that majority of the time this is happening to women. Is a bunch of creeps and weirdos doing crazy stuff. And then you got something where it's this, somebody that's bigger known, that this happens in front of everybody. The audacity, number one, of the dude to cut in front or to go, you see there's another person there and you're just going to push your way through. And we're not, number one, how is there not a security person right there at that line? Mm-hmm. That person should have never even gotten there. That's an immediate, like, what the hell you think you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that in itself is telling. And it's just, I don't know what the solution is, dude.
The solution is the need to
more security together. And stuff, or I don't know what it is. Cause again, too, is this the convention center providing security? Does Twitch need to hire outside security? Like, there's more that can be done, because we have other things of this size or bigger that run very smoothly without these kinds of issues happening.
See, normally I would say you could blame it all on security, which you admittedly need to, is one. It's definitely, but here's the thing that really kind of that kind of takes out the credit for all of this. The fact of the matter is that this has been a lingering issue for TwitchCons, not just in this one, but for years. So this is a situation that I don't think that it's just basics of just adding more men or more deals. It's just the concept of organization that I think that this is apples to oranges, but how Blizzard festered when Blizzard during the 2020 about was festering a thing that was like an all guys kind of club kind of situation, and they just let it happen because what's his name, Bobby Kotick just allowed it to happen. Yeah, Bobby allowed it to happen. it's the same kind of situation. It shows that they don't give a shit. It shows that them as an organization do not care about their top creators, let alone the female creators, about like how they're going to do this. Cause like there was stuff in the background, like people like Senna, other streamers like Senna, even Hassan, all these people said no to this, going to this event, because that was the biggest concern, was that they didn't feel that they were safe
completely exposed
to address
you
it.
Just have the incident that happened in Utah here like a month or so ago. I would absolutely be on edge, especially in such a public setting and stuff like that. I don't know how that worked. That the assassination.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. Yeah,
like that would be very, very present in my mind, especially as somebody that is forward facing, wherever your views may be. That's something that's scary. And knowing that they are always lacking on security, son. I saw somebody on Twitter. I'm not going to name any names, but they posted they're not going for the third day because somebody else's community was coming after them. There's a weird tit-tat. That's why I don't want to name names. Like, it was kind of weird, but like, again, it's enough for them that this person's, members from their community was sending them death threats and stuff. And they're like, I'm not going to go. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't mess around with that stuff because it only takes one time for something like that to get through.
And the biggest issue is that, dude, you're paying a grip just to go to these events. And that's why, and I never understood why to go, but I did finally found the statement. So this is the initial statement that Twitch says. I don't know if I should read it all out. I should, because it's full context. Yeah. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. In the line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they are banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in in-person events. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with law enforcement investigations. We have increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and will have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you're RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. That is one of the largest pieces of bullshit that I have ever heard them say directly to your face. This would have been perfectly fine if only it was if it was true, and two, if it wasn't called out. And it was called out by the person that was attacked by Emaru literally hours later after this was posted. And she gave the full information about it, and it is crazy. So originally, the way that it was that it turned out, first off, they let the guy go. The guy didn't get apprehended. He didn't get cuffed. They just escorted him out, and they just said, "Okay, have at it.
You're banned.
You're banned. Yeah, get out of here." He kept his tags. He kept his badge. He kept all that stuff. They didn't even pull the stuff from all of that, which is even crazy to me. I'm like, have y'all know what banning means? I mean, it was like, what the hell is that? Like, anyways, I digress. So what ends up happening is that Twitch themselves didn't. Their first action of this that initially happened wasn't an immediate like a ban or whatsoever. They just said that it was a ban, but their reaction was he was banned for 30 days on Twitch.tv. That was it. Right? Yes. Exactly. I was like, that's what you take from all of that just freaking happened to a person that's on your deal. Yeah. So
don't you feel safe?
Yeah. Don't you feel safe? Don't worry, we got you.
Somebody
we banned
comes
them
and
from
insults
Twitch.
you. Yeah. We're gonna give him a 30-day ban. Don't worry about it.
You're alive, right? You're still kicking. Don't worry. His five followers are just going to have to wait 30 days for her to come back. So luckily, her team was pushing on Twitch to be like, what are you doing? This is the normal protocol. You need to do this, and this. She contacted a lawyer. She contacted the police. Like her team did all of that. And then it took them pushing the Twitch themselves to actually do something. So they switched the ban to an indefinite ban online. They canned them from any physical events, but now they can't find the guy is one. Two, they added security, but the way that they added security, it wasn't like it was something simple. Smitty, they got Amazon's private security, the people that they do the private security for their higher up people to do security for some of these streamers. So like there was video of like Cinna on the somewhere filming it saying, oh, these people, they work for Amazon, but these people are like take care of like C-suite folks and stuff like that. So that's out of the norm in general. Like that wasn't even an option. And three, it's like what the frick are they going to do? They didn't even let the other people from the other meet and greets know that this happened originally. Oh, so like, gosh. Yeah, so they dropped the ball in so many different places. But then what sucks is that I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. I shouldn't accept it, but at this point, you shouldn't be like putting any kind of money or any kind of thing to this point to go to this event. You're dishing $300. You're telling me that these people cannot figure this stuff out by now, and you're not feeling safe. You're like the people that you're bringing in to be guests at your show. You think that you would want to give them like a white collar service of some sort, but you don't care. You just put them on a pedestal and you just have them to be like, okay, good luck. But yet you ban their security guy because he did his job from a different situation because he put hands on the assailant. I'm sorry, guy. This is something's wrong, and it's something. The way all this is working is so effed up. It's not even funny.
It's like my daughter at school. Like if you're getting bullied and you fight back, you will both be suspended. I was like, that's insane. So you literally just have to sit there and take it. And they will do like, I never
understand that. Like, why? Like, what's the logic of that?
I told my daughter, yeah. I was like, if someone does that to you, it's weapons free.
Mm-hmm.
You can go nuts on them. You will not get in trouble from us, your parents. You are allowed to defend yourself if somebody is hitting you. You obviously go through the proper steps and procedures, but if someone gets physical with you, you have every right to get physical back with them.
Yeah, this school's kind of
like a nice vacation. Top flight security of the world, Craig.
That is like so ass backwards for even just the school. I don't even understand. Like, so they're not even telling you people to.
That is true.
Yeah, it's so weird. Why would you?
You
train someone that way? They're like, that's like saying just accept getting bullied and then just.
But Poppy's right though. Nonsense. He's like, it's like in the real world. If you get hit and you fight back, you can get taken to jail for assault as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, but hey, you don't know. Like, given the situation, if you're the victim, you got to do whatever you got to do to not be the victim. That's the way it is.
Take me to jail. That's
take you to jail. Yeah, at that point.
Because ain't no way you ain't catching these.
Yeah,
fists
you are not just accepting a fist in the face and be like, oh no, I can't do it. If I do, I'm going to go to jail. No.
No.
Oh no, that's effed up.
You want me to be rational at that point? That shit got thrown out a long time ago.
He's like,
I'll tell you that
sorry.
right now.
It's like, I'm sorry, you can't be rational with crazy people. I'm just sorry. That's just what it is. Jesus.
We all going to jail.
We're all going to jail. That's what's going to end up happening. It's like, oh my God. Anyways.
No way.
Yeah. Anyways, it's it's a big issue with Twitch. Like I said, there's always something that happens at these events. And I don't think the security issue isn't the main problem. It's a issue with a lot of different things, and I feel like the CEO, like, this all is happening. It's like he's created this situation that's not making it any better for the people that's in the community or whatnot. He says that he is, but it doesn't show. It's not showing.
To be fair, I don't think he created this situation. I thought this situation already existed prior to him even stepping into that role, but we're not seeing enough being done on that side, especially when it comes to live events in this environment, in this climate, in this time and day and age that we live in. This is all something that we are very much aware that somebody could just pop off randomly out of nowhere. You could have nothing to do with it, and it can impact your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is something that, like, and again, if you're going out and not thinking about this stuff, maybe I'm a psycho for that being something that I think about, but it is something I think about. If I go to the movie theater, I think about it too. I'm always aware, looking around, where's my exit? Where's, who's around me and stuff? Cause you just don't know.
You really
don't know. And it sucks that you have to be extra vigilant like that. But it's like, again, when you're if I know that as a common ass person, I'm not holding an event with thousands of people and whatnot. And this happened multiple times, throughout the convention's history. Like I don't. What are you doing? How do you allow these things to happen?
It's not even the priority. It feels like it's not a priority. That's what it simply is, in my opinion. I just think that it's not a priority, and specifically that this is and don't get me wrong, it's not only the women. I mean, the women is the bigger target. It has happened to men inside here too. It's just not as taken as seriously as it is with women, and that is a whole conversation in itself. But still, it's the fact that it's happening, and then the fact that nothing has changed. This guy at this point, the CEO, has been here long enough to understand that this is an issue, especially when he's physically there and he's not. And you're saying that you're not saying you're not. Are you saying you're never seeing this stuff at all whatsoever?
And everybody's live streaming. I've seen it. If I've seen it, I know you've seen it.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's not like out of the ordinary when you realize your big streamers are saying no to this event in general because of their safety. They have openly said, I'm not coming here because I don't feel safe. Not one, but several different big streamers that have done it. Basically, Emaru was the last person in her group that said, I'm doing this thing because she felt like she was obligated to do it. And they also said the way that the contract apparently was is that there was an event that she was hosting, but she had to do a meet and greet to do so they'd be able to do the host. So she didn't really want to do the meet and greet initially, but then she just had to because it was an obligation. So, but still, it's the same kind of thing. It's like, listen, if everyone is saying there's an issue and then you're the one that's ignoring and it's going through this, the first thing I would say to be like, so what is the reason? Why is it that everyone wants to not want to do this quote unquote party? You look into it. It doesn't seem like that's what they've done. It just seems like it's just gotten worse. It's been festering. Some of these decisions that they've been making seems like it's going on the assailant sides that are doing this bad behavior than they are for protecting the people that are coming to this event for them. It's just it's so ass backwards. It's not even funny. It's just like they need to get their shit together, dude. Like at this point, I understand. When's it gonna happen? What has stopped them from getting their shit together before? What makes you think is gonna happen now? Because Emaru. No, easy. I think I'm not saying that they're going to get their shit together. They absolutely don't learn anything about it. But like, if they want to get their shit together, they need to get rid of the upper management. They clearly do. At this point, 5 years. It's been 5 years for this guy. What's his name? He seems like a real
Clancy.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems like a really chill dude. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but like the fact is that he is not getting shit done. He is not getting the change that needs to be done. In fact, it feels quite blatant that that Twitch is moved into more for advertising, for money monetization than it is for community. And then you see the numbers are not lying. There's a giant decrease of people on that platform comparatively, even if when they took out all the bots and stuff, or quote unquote, they claim that they took out all the bots and stuff. It was still a 30% decline from all of that, stuff. So what has he done? What has he changed through all of this? He put that, you remember the rewind? Do you remember the rewind feature that they said that they were going to add on the live feed? They last minute changed that to be a part of Twitch Turbo. Like, so like, yeah, it's there, but you have to pay for it and stuff like that. Like, so what have you done to make this a better platform than what you've done than when you first started? You haven't done jack.
Nothing. They've just been coasting on the success that they previously had and making little incremental things, but then also putting things behind like paywalls and stuff like that. It is no longer about community. And again, it's a place that you can do things, but it was never really a great place to, I feel like, kind of build a community anyway. It always felt more like a supplemental place to be able to just like hang out and stuff like that and like do things. But, you know, obviously everybody sees it differently. It just, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's kind of like, I just don't see that it's like without the content creators, you have no platform. So I've never understood why everybody like wants to, you know what I mean? Like, without the content, they're nothing. They're not
They're
producing
really
their own content.
Right.
Their content is us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we should hold the power then.
It boggles my mind on that. You're totally right. And then like, especially, but to say that, to go back to the kind of people to say, hey, we're wanting you to go to our event. It's going to cost you $300 just to get to get here for it, and you get nothing out of that just to party. It's so ridiculous. And here's the thing. And I'm sorry. Let me go back to chat. So what Poppy said was that he's having more fun being in live streams than actually running the company, which is very true. He I think he streams every Thursday, and he always but it's basically.
Dude, remember he pop into somebody else's stream, telling them to go into his stream and
yeah.
like.
Yeah,
not even the right fucking streaming.
It doesn't even make any sense, man. It's just like, it's like he doesn't care, dude. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, like you really does, like, when you want to look back on the person's like kind of work on what he did to make something change, I think he made it worse. Like, it's over. I'm not blaming him that the issues were started with him, but you can alleviate something out of what you've done throughout this time. And then you did make some changes, but those changes don't seem like they have been fruitful. We've been clearly seeing, we're getting bombarded with freaking advertising so much to a point that I hate going on Twitch personally myself just to watch. Luckily I pay $15 for YouTube because I think I get more value on YouTube's premium service than I do on Twitch Turbo. So like and I just think that it's just a better platform when it comes to this kind of stuff. So let's see. So Sano says that. Oh, Sano just said exclamation mark. So there you go. They're good. Yeah.
No need.
Yeah, no need. Seven Figure says the CEO is doing a good job making numbers to go up on check. Yeah, that's true.
Or Amazon, I'd imagine, because he's probably under the hot seat, because I can't imagine that Twitch is profitable.
I don't see it being
which is why
either.
we see so many more ads, more things being put behind paywalls. It's all going down the same funnel of what essentially cable TV was. It's all going down the same freaking path, dude. And it's all going back to, we need to make money. We get it from sponsorships and commercials and shit like that. So we're just going back to the same point that we were in, basically.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like where we're at with like premium services. It's like now everyone's like, cable is a better deal now at this point than like going with Hulu and all this other stuff. It's kind of crazy. It's because we went full circle like that. Poppy says, like, I understand you're trying to be amongst your employees, but damn, let's be aware of the important things. Absolutely right. It's just, it's just like, you don't want to be your friend to your kids. You got to be the parent, that kind of situation. You're so, it feels like you're so obsessed with being cool, the chill guy and stuff, that you're missing your fiduciary responsibilities. And I think that this is definitely reflecting it. This isn't something like a one-off or anything, it's just, it's disappointing. I like the live stream. I really do like live streaming. If it was up to me, I would say I would be a full-time YouTube streamer, but YouTube's streaming platform is a mess. So I don't usually like messing around with it. But Twitch is a better feel. Like I like to joke around and mess around with folks on Twitch. I'm still going to use it, but I'm not going to be like, I'm going to give my full on opinion about it. And then it's not like I have nothing to lose when it comes to this kind of deal. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing. Like how Twitch was 5 years ago to what it is today. I feel like we've lost so much relatively.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Like, Yeah, it's not. So that alone just should say something. I mean, that alone should say that I feel like we're in a worse spot now than when we were 5 years ago. But like it's so annoying to deal with this. But anyways, but yeah. Well, I'm glad Emaru is safe. I'm glad also, shout out to the person that did the video too, because if that, like, that's another point. Can you imagine all the stuff that's happened, like that hasn't been recorded, like at that event? Do you remember the time? Yeah. Do you remember the time when people where someone drugged the drinks that you know, like
yeah, I think that was at a party though.
That was at the partner party that they hosted.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was a partner party.
Yeah. So that was a mess. I was just like, I mean, just this stuff. I mean, these things, and that was all under his watch, though, too. So I'm just saying, it's like you would think the next time would be maybe that's probably why they did the block party, but still, it's like, I mean,
but I mean, like even still, in today's climate, an outdoor event, where you've got people gathered, you've got tall buildings all around. Shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, like it's always tough for me to even justify me wanting to go to the event. And I'm not judging anyone that wants to go to the event. If they want to go to the event, awesome. I'm glad if you had a good time, you had a good time. That's great. I'm glad. I'm happy. But I just feel when you look at the tea leaves of where Twitch's direction is going, and then you just see this, that they don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to this. Oh God, yeah, and it's just heartbreaking, to be honest with you. So yeah. Okay, well, rant off. Smitty, what do you bring to the table, my friend?
Yeah, this is just a quick one. I know we're running behind, but I wanted to talk about, if you missed it somehow, Windows 10 support on Windows 10 ended on October 14th. It will no longer be getting, quality of life updates, security updates, all that stuff. So if you have not already, now's the time probably to switch over to Win 11. I did a couple years ago. It was pretty painless for the most part. Obviously, there's going to be some weird things. I'm sure some stuff has changed. Again, you can continue using Win 10. Just realize that the vulnerabilities, there's going to be holes and things like that. You're also going to start seeing some of these third-party apps and whatnot not supporting Win 10. So eventually you will probably, unless you just stay on old software or however, who is it? I'm sure also if you're like on Linux or on Apple OS, obviously you don't have to worry about it. But I know a lot of people are on PC, Win 10, end of life. Where are you guys at? It's an end of an era, Win 10. How do you feel about Win 11?
I hate Windows 11. Not a fan of it. I really do. I cannot stand it. It drives me insane. When it's funny when you said you upgraded to 11, like you said you had no issues. It was like I had so much issues doing that.
Oh, did you?
So badly, because you have to do okay. First off, it's like I'm tech savvy. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm talking about and stuff like that 9 times out of 10. But then the process, because they changed the formatting of 2 different things on secure boot and make sure that I think it was TLSS or something, needs to be at 2.0 and stuff. Then like when I was doing it, for some reason my motherboard did not like it, and then so when I switched to the 2.0, it wasn't allowing me to select the hard drive that I needed, that I was wanting to put my TPM, thank you, TPM 2.0 to select the hard drive that I wanted to put the OS on. Instead, it just by default says it needs to be on 0, and then I couldn't do that, and I didn't want to do that, so I decided to just hold back and just let it do its course until I needed to absolutely do it. And it was like a year and a half until I decided to go back and actually go into the thick of things and do it. And then when I did it, it finally started working. Then all of a sudden my start bar was missing, just disappeared. And then I was like, and it never came back. And I was just like, what is going on? So
I had a settings thing?
No, it's not a settings thing. It's just disappeared. I was like, it didn't it just showed just the screen. And then it showed my shortcuts, but I couldn't press the Windows key. I couldn't do any of this stuff like this, and all that stuff. It was ridiculous. ridiculous. I was just like, this was a nightmare. So I had to reformat, do all of that again, update my BIOS, edit all this stuff, and like I literally was messing around with this until it finally came back. Then 2 weeks later, I find out that my memory, it's not Windows fault on this one. My memory was going bad, so I had to go and take it to the computer service to get it replaced because I had some other issues with it. But anyways, long story short, I don't like that. I didn't like what that process was a nightmare to me. Two, the big reason why I don't like 11 is that Copilot is so freaking invasive. I am so tired of it. Like, it's
Copilot?
Yeah, Copilot is their AI stuff, which is like, you know, like if you are a child of the 90s, you will remember the one Clippy. Yes.
Clippy.
Yes, Clippy. Clippy was like the help thing that everyone hated because it just was invasive. It was like anything you did, he just pops up and you just like, good, you want some help and stuff? I'm like, no, Clippy, I know how to press the freaking start button. Leave me alone. But Copilot is 100% more invasive than Clippy was, and this thing crazy. Is just so annoying. And then plus, like, I mean, and it's listening. I mean, it's recording everything that you're doing essentially. Like, you know, like if you type something in, then it's AI. I mean, so it's basically just saying, oh, okay, you talk about, you say you're looking for something, and then it's like, oh, okay, and then it will try to cater to what you're doing. It's to be honest with you, Smitty, I'm at a point where my new computer that I'm planning on building here in the future, I might go 100% Linux because of this.
There it is.
And I'm dead serious. Yeah, I just cannot stand. I cannot stand Windows 11. It's just like, it's not the worst Windows, but it's just like all this extra bloatware, all this like the update to 25H2 is so ridiculous. It's just, I'm done. I'm sorry.
It takes a screenshot every few seconds and it saves them unencrypted.
Yep.
Even passwords. What?
Yep. That's why.
How? Is there a way to kill Copilot?
You can't kill Copilot. It's integrated. It's one of those programs. It's one of those required programs that they're wanting you to do it. So that's why I do not want to mess with it. That's why I am not a fan of this. A fan of doing this kind of stuff. You know what? But you know what's funny? Your phone does do that, but for me, like you don't spend your time. Well, I mean, for me personally, I don't spend time on the phone, and there's nothing on my phone that would be required that I have saved for them to be worried about. But I spend a good majority of my time on my computer, and that I just can't deal with this, you know? So yeah, that's my aspect of it. What about you, Smitty?
I mean, I knew it was coming. I apparently need to learn more about Win 11 and what it's been capturing of mine, because I did not know about some of this stuff and like Copilot, like, because I don't ever mess around with that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think about it, but at the same time, that's always been an issue with Windows. They will bloat you out, and who knows what kind of side things that they're installing and this and that. Windows 11 is creepy. Damn. Yeah, I had no idea. Because I forced myself to learn and install Linux. I don't even want to think about Linux. I can't, dude. Like, I've messed with Linux, dude, and like I'm like, this is.
Here's the problem. My problem with it is like, I really want to go to Linux. I really do. I'm actually thinking about testing my old stream PC to mess with Linux, but there's certain things that I need. Like, I need to have Windows to run until I find a good replacement. The biggest thing that I need that I still actively use is Adobe. Adobe doesn't work on Linux, so I need to I need to find replacements for the kinds of stuff I use for the Adobe suite on Linux, if I can find something free based. You know, I found some, but the big ones is like Photoshop.
I'd say 7 figures would probably be the best place for you to, you know, at least give you a starting point on some of that stuff.
Yeah, I might have to hit you up on that, because like it's because like it's like the amount of money I'm paying for the Adobe suite is just like, I need to find good replacements for it. So
I know, dude. I'm over, and I like, that's a crazy thing, dude. It's like, I don't need it. I have a MacBook. I could just edit with Final Cut, which I prefer to use Final Cut, but like, I have things built out
in Premiere,
in Adobe. Yeah, that's the only thing really stopping me.
I know,
from fully committing over, because like, I even have another like I have oh my gosh. It's like Photoshop, but it's not Photoshop. It's something I can't remember what the hell it's called. Canva? I got it a while ago, but no, not Canva. It's oh my gosh, I can't think of what the hell it is, dude. It's like I think it's from the same team that made Lumineer, maybe, or something, but like it's photo. I could see Affinity Photo. Affinity Photo 2. Almost exactly like Photoshop. You pay one time. It's a fantastic program. I actually like to do like if I'm doing any kind of like portrait photography, I'll do my editing in there just because it's a lot easier to like do things with skin, and you can preserve the skin tone. It does a really good job of not skin tone, but like textures and things like that, but like cleaning up blemishes without it just basically like putting a freaking Gaussian blur over some shit.
So
like it keeps things natural.
Okay, so Seven Figure said Affinity. I'm looking it up right now.
Affinity, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
Yeah. So is Affinity like an all-in-one though too? Like, here's a question, and I'm not familiar. Is Affinity good enough for what's it called? Like, can you do what you could do like what Lightroom does? Could Affinity do that stuff too? Like mess with.
So Seven Figures, you're using Designer and Publisher. The only thing I've used of Affinities has been Photo, so I'm not personally familiar with the other stuff. But Affinity's not on Linux. Yeah.
Affinity's also not on Linux. Okay, so that kind of defeats the purpose. But although
you're right.
I won't say it doesn't defeat the purpose. If it's cheaper, if I could just buy it up front, then I'll be fine with that too.
No, I would say, but again, he's looking to edit video. Yeah. And I don't know that it has anything that you can do video.
I know video. Video is going to be DaVinci. DaVinci would be the one that would do.
Resolve.
I would go to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but like Lightroom, I need a replacement for Lightroom. I need a replacement for After Effects, and I need a replacement for a good DAW as well. So like, there's so many different things, you know. But
yeah.
You know what?
Well, I mean, you could use Audacity.
Yeah, but Audacity. You can't separate the audio lines the way I like to do it. What's it called? I heard one called Reaper. I was going to go check that one out.
I've heard of Reaper.
Yeah, Audition. That's what it was. Yeah, because like Audacity is good enough, but it's not as good as what I like to do 9 times out of 10.
Lightroom is like I always use Lightroom for cataloging photos and doing like light edits and stuff like that. You can full on edit straight out of Lightroom, but I used it primarily for cataloging photos and stuff like that I had.
Lightroom is one of the best ways that you can change how like the shadows, the imaging, the lighting itself. You can also warp the like how the lighting effect is going on the computer. Like if you go really in depth with Lightroom, like you could have like a picture that looks like pure white because of the brightness, and then dim it down to a point, like adjust so you can actually to do it. Like I've seen people do some crazy stuff in it. And like I won't say I'm great at it, but I know my way around it very well, and it's a very good tool. So, but yeah, that's the one thing I'm just wanting to try to find towards it. So, Linux has tools, but you going down the process of learning. There's there's always going to be a process of learning. I mean, going to
exactly
have to.
7 Figures, same thing.
Yeah.
So it does have that in Affinity.
Yeah. Well, if y'all do have one, if you do have any suggestions for me wanting to go over the Linux, but or any good replacements for Adobe or any other good programs I should go in Linux, definitely put it inside the comment on our YouTube, the YouTube on when this video comes out, because like I am all ears. That's the one thing that's really holding me back on it to do this kind of move. So yeah, but back to what you were saying. Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't like the fact that Microsoft itself decided to make an 11, because do you remember when they made 10? Did they not say that they were just they were just going to use 10 and then just do expansions and updates and stuff like that?
That is literally what they said. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're right, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And then now when they made 11 and then they're pushed for AI and stuff, and now they're like, you know what? We can market the hell out of everybody just by being in everyone's computer and just have it always listening and stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm done. And I think, I just need to find good replacements. As simple as that, you know? So for me, not bad. 11's not for me, but it is what it is.
I totally get it. So yeah, now's the time, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Support for Win 10 is done. They're trying to force everybody into Win 11. So if you don't want in, now's the time to start looking at alternatives.
It's like there's not even that much of a choice. It's like because people don't know Linux. It's like they just know it. They'll be like, okay, we just want the convenience factor, and then there you go. Simple.
That's why Microsoft did it, because they're like, these son of the bitches. Number one, they're not even gonna know what's going on. Number two, the ones that do know aren't gonna be like, I gotta do all this work. The convenience of Microsoft, though. I know Linux.
Does Steam work on Linux? That's another thing. I should find that out, because that's a good.
Okay. See, I have minimal experience with Linux, and it was also work related.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn. Like, I'm gonna learn it, because like it's forcing me to learn it at this point. Honestly, it's a real side. Honestly, how did we go this long with Microsoft owning this much of a market and never thought that the day would come where it would be a problem? They never did. No, it was a problem back then. The problem is like Microsoft was smart enough, was not smart, but Microsoft was incredibly aggressive on not having any competition early on. Yell at them. Yeah, so that was the problem. So like they were doing, like they went to the manufacturers of computer companies and was giving them special deals, and then they were saying that if they didn't do that, then they would have to do they had to do some like responsibility, like a penalty fee for not adding their Windows OS. Like, this is all the way back to Windows 98. Maybe 95, really, like when all that was happening. So now we are well beyond too late for this, So,
and just so you know so for chat, they want you to know Steam Deck is Linux.
Yeah.
Dummy. Sorry, I might have thrown that part in myself. I was just reading the room and trying to convey.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I don't have a Steam Deck though, so there you go. There you go.
I had no idea either. Like, no shit.
Well,
Steam Deck is Linux. Interesting.
To be honest with you, like, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's optimized so much better. Like Windows optimizations on certain programs and stuff is horrendous. Like if you if you ever do an update from like 24H or 25H, like, when you say, hey, you need to update your version of Windows, see how long it takes just to do that. And it's just like, it's like, what are they adding to this? Like, it's like, it feels like it's a whole new freaking OS. It sometimes takes like 45 minutes to an hour just to update something. So it's ridiculous. I don't know, man. It's so bad. Microsoft has always been this way. That's why they've been so strong when it comes to all of this. It's just so bad. Then it was when the antitrust court cases started coming out. Yep. Pretty much. Well, that was the browser. That's a whole different thing. That was the infantile state of the internet itself. But like, because I mean, this was a real big mess. This has been a real big mess for a long time, and then there was people that have been trying to fight against this for a long period of time, but they had deeper pockets. Even back in the 90s, Microsoft was super expensive. So super rich. So. So there you go, man. It's just so terrible. Yeah, it is what it is. Dang, accidentally exposing Microsoft. It's not us.
We are high key exposing them.
Yeah, it's what it is.
No low key about it. We are high key exposing.
We are high key exposing them. Microsoft has made some good stuff.
That's good to know, though.
Yeah. This is a lot of stuff that they've done. I mean, that's just that they were just very aggressive when they came out the gates and to be like the number one, and they clearly did. They won it all at that point. Linux wasn't really controlled. There wasn't really a centralized thing for Linux on the OS. We just do it's an open source, so that you can't really have that kind of level of organization from when you have like someone that is like the leader of this one specific crazy tech at the time, so insane. But it is what it is. It's too late to kind of hindsight it, but there you go. Okay, our final topic is I want to kind of rant a little bit about Pokemon ZA. I assure you, like, I am a Pokemon fan. I do like I'd like to play Pokemon. Don't ask me what Pokemon or what, because I have no freaking idea, because I skipped like 9 generations. But I just love to just randomly play the RPGs. I just love the RPG casual play of it. But then I think when I played Scarlet and Violet, which was the one that came out 3 years ago, I kind of like I think it was a video that I shared that showed you all the crazy ass glitches and stuff that were in that game or something. That was just like, what is going on? Then you see the frame drops that dropped from 30 to 8 and stuff. So many weird things that were happening to it. Yeah, that was
crazy.
Yeah, it's just like it begged the question, like, why does Nintendo treat the Pokemon IP for their games this way, even though they are an incredible pillar for Nintendo? And I was really like, when I bought the Switch 2, I was going to get Pokemon ZA, and I was like, okay, that's gonna be probably my first Switch 2 game, aside from Mario Kart World. And I was waiting for it to come out. Then I started seeing some videos, and I started seeing some pictures of it, and I'm like, it kind of didn't look to the level that I thought the expectations for it. I kind of also wasn't expecting it to be the same kind of Pokemon game, because this is a like what Arceus was. It was a spin-off from the regular core Pokemon. But the thing that really got to me was the map, the layout. It all takes place in the city. And when I saw that, I was just like, oh, this is going to work. And they said, like, oh no, you can fight. There's certain areas that are closed off in the city that you'll be able to find and pick up random monsters and stuff. And then you can fight. You just go around and do this. Do what you need to do. So the game comes out. I went to PAX West and I played the small little thing of it. And I was like, I like the battle system. Battle system is good. That's what makes me like the game, is really the battle system. But the thing that I just couldn't get past is the laziness of the design of everything else around it. Like the city, it was I don't know who I watched. It was someone on YouTube that was describing like the layout. It's like the layout is that you're in a city, but it's not a city. It's a maze, because a city requires you to be able to, like, go into buildings and do other things and stuff like that. You can't do that. Everything is outside. Like the buildings, they're painted on. Like the walls are painted on so you're not able to open doors. Everything's flat 2D on the corner sides, and it just looks. It looks old. It looks cheap. Like the version, like this was an extended version from a game that came out years ago. That version that came out on the handheld looks better than this, in my opinion, because it was more engaging. It looks more engaging, like than what you can do. You can actually go into places. You can actually see all these different kinds of things. There was an underground and stuff like that. Granted, there is an underground in this game, but there's only 2 different levels and the 2 specific story-driven levels that allow you to do it. And then. What really sold me off on that, or told me to just say, no, I'm skipping this, was that they decided to do day 1 DLC. And I cannot stand a game that decides to do DLC the same day the game comes out. If that's the case, why can't you just add it to the game itself? You're telling me that you wanted to add to it, and that DLC is not cheap. It's $30. So you're really paying $100 for the full set of this game. And the sad part is, people are going to buy it. I don't understand. Like, I am a Pokemon fan, but I'm just saying, when is enough when you get to this level of, like, greed for an IP, like to say these people are literally ramming you in the back, you're just accepting it, and you're just not, and you just don't care. Like what is it that it's going to take for people to have an open eye and just say these games are not the games that we deserve getting? They get $1 bajillion a year. There's no reason for this. Like this poor quality of the game. I mean, I know you're not really into it as much as I am with this, Smitty, but what do you think? What do you think about it?
I mean, again, like you're saying, the DLC coming out the day that the game comes out, that should be a part of the game. That is not that like, why is that a thing? Why? It's terrible. It's egregious what they are doing to Pokemon.
Mhm.
And from, like you said, the laughable couple of releases that they've had that have just been absolutely riddled with bugs and issues, like, to me, that I feel like it's a slap in the face to Pokemon fans. They are literally just taking this thing and they're like, you know what? We can give them slop and they're gonna eat that shit up. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. But I also kind of feel like that's kind of the direction that Nintendo has been going in the last few years. You know, with some of these, and we've kind of, I feel like the writing's kind of been on the wall with, you know, Bowser stepping out. We've had other folks, you know, kind of shifting and moving. Nintendo making these questionable moves. Like, no one saw it in their cards that they would be the first one to sell a video game at $80. I didn't see it, but here we are. And did I pay for it? I absolutely did. I'm part of the problem. but you know, those moves, and again, I feel like we're just seeing it more and more. They're the first ones that went back, retroactively made their first generation console more expensive. They're first ones to do it, y'all. It started with Nintendo. That, you know, they've gone back, done games, peripherals. They're trying to sell you a cheap ass BS camera. You know, for this thing that no games really support and does nothing other than you can see your stupid friend's face in beautiful 360p freaking crispness.
Amazing 360p technology. You're right. You know what's even worse is that the games that do require you to use the camera for those kind of games, it's a gimmick, because like
it's a gimmick, exactly.
The Mario Party Jamboree, then the additional the TV something or whatever. It wasn't like it added more to the whole deal. It just made it just was a little cheap. It reminds me of the Kinect. You remember like when the Xbox Kinect came out, and then they were like, okay, we're going to make these games, but these games are like maybe 15-20 minute like stuff situations. But then the amount of money that you're going to have to get, like the Kinect itself, then after that the game itself, which is like $30 or $40 for, it's not really a game. It's just like, oh, just smile on the camera, then just do these weird motions and stuff like that. There's a reason why when they just stopped making them, because no one plays that way. It drives me. No. It's so aggravating with it. It's so like when they do stuff like that, it's just like whatever. But you know, Nintendo's been like throwing these weird things out like crazy as of late. Like, you remember like the Alarmo clock? They sold us cardboard like 5-6 years ago.
A weird thing. The Labo. Well, I don't give a shit. I think that was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. The Labo was brilliant. I'm
going to sell these fools cardboard, and they're going to pay premium price.
Their biggest competitor was Home Depot moving boxes. Yeah, you're right. Jesus. Yeah. And then like, what's it called? You got what's coming up now, Virtual Boy. You made a Virtual Boy mock-up hard system for only 14 games that you can only play 15 minutes at a time, because it says that the red infrared is bad for your eyes. Please make sense out of that.
And the game failed back in the 90s.
It failed back in the 90s.
What makes you think it's going to, what?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I'm not saying it's going to fail, but
I literally almost exploded. I almost imploded, actually.
Yeah.
Like, what? This thing was terrible back then, dude. It's worse now.
Yeah.
Like, there's way better things now. Why did you say, you know what, guys? You know what we need to do? We need to bring back, what the hell is it called? I don't even remember what it was called.
The Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy.
You know what's funny?
But it's red line.
Yeah. You're just slice. Oh my God, you're crashing out.
So terrible. It's like, all right, dude, I thought that they were going to bring out like a VR headset before they came out with a freaking Virtual Boy.
Yeah, it's funny. You know what's funny? Like, you know what's good for the Virtual Boy? Because I have a Virtual Boy. And the Virtual Boy, you remember I used to have it when I was in my office. I used to have it just standing right there. Right. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But that's what the Virtual Boy is good for, because all those games, no game is worth for you to go back to go try to play that, besides maybe Mario Tennis. play that once, then you're good at that point, and then you're good. But Tetrasphere was actually pretty good too, but it does do a number on your eyes. Let's go to chat real quick. Dangerous Voice says, I've been reading Reggie Fils-Aimé's book, and yeah, Nintendo always on some BS, but he always pushed back. Yeah, I think what happened when you had Reggie Fils-Aimé that actually had the balls to kind of be like, no, we shouldn't do this. I just think now you're like what's to Smitty's point. Yeah, Nintendo has been changing to maybe a bunch of yes men at this point, because some of this stuff doesn't make any sense. 9 times out of 10, it's just like now, like, did you see, like, I don't know if you remember the most recent Nintendo Direct that they did. You see how much like random like pieces of accessories and like physical merchandise that they're adding.
Yes.
Like the book for Mario Galaxy. That's like they just decided to make a book for it. It's just like, why? And things like that. It's just so weird. And then what they did for Mario Galaxy, mind you, I still am pissed off at, which was like the what's it called? The collector's one, the one that gives you Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, and Mario Sunshine. They discontinued that, and then they just moved Mario Galaxy to make a Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I just don't even know what to say, man. I was just like, this is just it's irritating to even deal with.
I hate it.
So irritating. Yeah, play Virtual Boy on emulator. That's another good point. I would totally agree. Instead of spending probably, that thing's gonna be over $100, like for just a stand. It's a stand essentially. It's telling you the remake thing is just a stand that allows you to put your Switch 2 inside of it, and that's it. So it's just ridiculous. And let's see, Seven Figures thinks that Amiibos was a scam, and I would totally agree with that.
Hell yeah, it was. You
know what? Back in the day when it was $20, that's fine. It was really fine. I mean, it was just like, showing it was a toy thing, a toy that you could justify $20. Now, when you're hitting it at $40, they can go F themselves.
I didn't even know that they came down at $40. That's insane.
That's how it is now. That's what the normal. That's the normal. The price for Amiibos are now. It's insane. That's insane. It's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, go screw off on that. Actually, Amiibos were under 20. I think Amiibos were 14 for when it first came out. 14 or
Jeez.
12 to $14. It was crazy. So then let's see. Nintendo wanted to sell Wii Sports as separate games. Reggie had to fight back on that. I remember that. Ended up being the best decision, and most folks was still bad. I do remember that one. And it's a good thing they did, because I don't think that there was no other game that depicted the Wii the best than Wii Sports, to be honest with you. So
for sure.
Yeah. So that was a really good move. And then you know what? They I don't know why they'd be mad. I mean, they sold so many systems to people, right? They sold to the demographic that they thought that they would never do, and that's the grandmas, the grandpas, because that system is out everywhere. Everyone has one, and you're not even a gamer or whatever. They know what the Wii was, and that's where it was. You remember that mom that died because they hold her Wii for a Wii? That was horrible. But like,
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't hear about that? Oh my God, that was a big thing. So a radio station did a contest that to win a free Nintendo Wii. That what you had to do is that you had to get people. So they brought people in the studio, and they gave them water. To like every so period of time, and then the person that held their Wii, going to the bathroom, they held the longest, will win the Nintendo Wii. What happened though was that it was a long time. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours, but they were drinking a ton of water. But people were warning the station not to do this, because there's a thing called water poisoning, because you start feel like your body starts shutting down and stuff. But the radio station blew them off. So the girl didn't win the thing. Instead, she got tickets to some sort of concert or something, and then went home. When the next day, she died in her sleep because of it.
Oh, yeah. And then, my goodness.
And then immediately they fired those people. They shut down this thing as well as they should. I don't know if they were charged or anything. I don't remember. It's been a while, but yeah. So like, people were willing to do that kind of stuff to get that system. Yeah, they did it.
Crazy.
They marketed it correctly.
Yeah.
Not that, but it wasn't Nintendo's fault. But still, it's crazy. Yeah. So, but anyways, but as for but like, it's just I just wish we get we deserve more for Pokemon, man. And I can't in good conscience be play this game even though like, I mean, it does call for me to tell I'm an RPG nut, but still it's just it's just infuriating to see this is how bad that we're at right now. You know,
I feel bad.
Yeah. Should have been charged, especially if they've been warned. I'm sure they did. It's an old story, so I'm pretty sure they did. I don't think they let them go. They absolutely didn't, because it was an avoidable situation, and they just let it go. I know the Wii was hot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So we'll see. But folks, thank you for listening to episode number 282 of the CFG Game Cast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation, as always. If you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly all right. We do release on all podcast services at the beginning of each and every week, so there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices. Ooh. Yes, guys. And also, Pop will be back next week. I know it's been like a month at this point, you know.
Been a grip, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit. It's like, we'll even remember. But guys, but also be sure, go check out our website, confreaksgeeks.com. We have some awesome episodes of episodes. We have awesome reviews. There was a review for the newest Altaria game by Vin that just came out last week. Check it out.
That was good.
Really good video. But guys, once again, this is Davis and Smitty signing out. Y'all take it easy.